I'm Lewis Herbert, I'm leader of Cambridge City Council, and we're making this short video to explain our budget and our plans for the coming year. So in addition at the end to saying how is all of this paid for and what's the council doing to be efficient, I'm going to go through our 5 priorities for the year. So on tackling poverty, we're funding organisations across the city that really do help people. We know that a lot of children, too many in this city, are in food poverty. So one of the projects that we're particularly focusing on is a new food hub where we will concentrate unused and donated food and make sure it gets out to food banks and organisations that do know who needs help the most. A key issue in tackling poverty is that people are fairly paid, which is why we champion the real living wage of at least £9.30 an hour and work with employers to implement that. And we also have a scheme that gives a council tax reduction for people on the lowest incomes. So on climate change, we can only become net zero as a city, which is what we need to achieve to reduce the rapid increase in temperature if everybody plays their part. So in addition to the council already cutting emissions by 25%, that's roughly what we want all households and businesses and organisations to do as well. So we're spending money on engaging with members of the public, households, organisations through the next year. And we're also putting a big focus on electric vehicles, both in our own fleet. 2 new electric buses went on the road today, electric taxis, and generally ensuring that we've got electric charging around the city by the end of 2020. It isn't just about climate change. We need to protect the city's biodiversity and wildlife. And planting 2,000 trees over the next 3 years will make a real difference. Our priorities on housing are first of all tackling homelessness and also helping people who need affordable rent properties in the city. On homelessness, we're providing more what we call housing first, which is homes that homeless people can move into. And that's in addition to £700,000 of grants for the agencies that we work with that run hostels and a whole range of facilities. And in addition, we work with new developers to ensure that 40% of all new housing is affordable in major developments, and we're continuing our work to deliver 520 council homes in the next 4 years, because we know that that's the only way a lot of people will be able to continue to afford to live in Cambridge. So we have a team working with the police who do a great job to help keep our city safe. In addition, we're expanding the network of CCTV cameras, particularly across the city centre. We fund brighter streetlights overnight, and we're also looking to protect young people. They are at risk of violent crime more than most, and as part of the work with the police on tackling drug dealing, we do need to protect teenagers and give them other options, including working with the County Council on youth work provision. We run an efficient council. We keep looking at the way that we deliver services for you and we make improvements. We've shed offices and we've reduced our costs. In terms of income, we obviously raise council tax, and the proposal this year is up to £5 increase for a typical council taxpayer. And that funds about 20% of the cost of a council services. In addition, we get some business rates and we get something called the New Homes Bonus. The main source of income for the council is what we earn from investments, from running properties, and also from charges. That raises 60% of the income that is needed to generate the services I've talked about. And when you look at your council tax bill, you've also got to take account of the fact that only 11% of that goes to the City Council, over 70% goes to the County Council, and a large chunk also to the police. So in terms of getting money and funding, we try as far as we can to generate our own funding, and we have sought to minimise the council tax take. But it is essential to keep going all of the services that residents rightly need and that we want to provide in a quality way. Our overall theme as a council is summed up in the phrase, one Cambridge Fair for all, which means that we are here for everybody, delivering services for the whole community, but we're particularly here for those who need us the most. So I hope you found this film useful as a way of understanding how we use the council tax you pay and what we're doing on behalf of the city. If you've got another issue that you want to raise with me, by all means email me. I am keen to respond to issues, and we do learn from what people ask us, and we look to see how we can meet everybody's needs in delivering services for you, for your family and for our whole city.